If you want to have blocks and strap nearby today, we'll do a little with that. And otherwise, finding a comfortable seat, having a blanket or cushion underneath your hips. We'll begin with rubbing the palms of our hands together, bringing focus and energy into the palms. And then take the fingertips and gently brush them across the forehead, temples, and cheeks, brushing away any worries or expectations. Bring your fingertips to your eyes, palms to your cheeks, turning your attention inward. And take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. When you're ready, you can float your hand down, sending your spine up tall, shoulders back and down. Lift your heart with each inhaling breath, sitting bones sinking toward the earth with each exhale. We'll tune in with 3 ohms. Feel free to join in or just absorb the vibrations. Take another deep breath in. Take a moment to absorb the vibrations of the mantra as it connects us all as one. Allow yourself to settle here this Saturday morning and set an intention for your practice, something you'd like to nurture or cultivate within yourself. Bringing your awareness back to the breath. Allow each inhale to bring you here, to this room, to this moment. Allow each exhale to release anything that no longer serves you. As you come to your next inhaling breath, expand the belly, allowing the breath to fill the lungs. And as you exhale, draw the belly toward the back. Follow your body's rhythm, expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. With your next inhaling breath, expand the belly and open the ribs, reaching them out to the sides. And as you exhale, contract the belly and relax the ribs. Follow your body's rhythm, expanding and opening, contracting and relaxing. With your next inhaling breath, expand the belly, open the ribs, and lift the chest, creating space for your heart. And completely release the breath with your exhale. Continue this full deep breath, expanding your lungs in all directions with each inhale. Releasing the breath fully with each exhale. Nourishing your body with each breath. Take one more full, complete breath. And when you reach the end of your exhale, gently return to your natural breath. Taking a moment to notice any changes you feel in your mind or body. Remembering that our breath is always with us to help find those moments of peace and calm. Bringing your awareness to your right hand, allow the tips of the thumb and pointer finger to come together. And bring those fingertips to your heart center. Turning your attention deeper inward towards your heart. Looking within for your inner light and your inner joy. As you find that connection with the light within you, allow its warm glow to flow on the breath throughout your entire body. As you find that connection with your inner joy, allow it to radiate up onto your face in a smile. And breathe it out into the space around you. As we continue our practice, allow your light and joy to flow through each breath and movement, honoring all of who you are in each moment. When you're ready, you can float your hand down, gently open your eyes, and if you'd like to change positions or switch your legs, feel free to do that. As you come to your next inhaling breath, Scrunch the shoulders up by the ears. And as you exhale, press the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, back and down. Let's bring the hands in front of the chest, palms facing down. Tuck the shoulder blades back and down, strengthening the muscles around the shoulder blades. Balancing both the left and the right. And let's gently press the elbows back toward each other, lifting the heart, gently squeezing the center of the shoulder blades toward each other, wringing out any tension. And then gently open the arms, turning the palms up. Lift the heart a little more if that feels okay, and draw the lower corners of the shoulder blades toward each other. If it feels okay, you could flex the wrists, pressing through the palms. Breathing into the heart. And let's bring the arms in front, crossing the right over the left. Bending at the elbows, hands back to back, or left hand around the right wrist. Elbows up to shoulder height, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. You can also bring the hands to the shoulders if that feels better. Pressing the elbows away or squeezing the arms together. Breathe into the upper back. If it feels okay, you can gently lower and lift the elbows. And if it feels okay with your next inhaling breath, lift the elbows a little higher, gently arching. And as you exhale, gently round, breathing into that upper back. With your next inhale, come back to center. We'll unwrap the arms, open wide, pressing through the palms. Drawing the lower corners of the shoulder blades down. And then we'll bring the arms in front, this time left over the right, bending at the elbows, hands back to back, or right hand around the left wrist, or hands at the shoulders. Elbows up to shoulder height, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing into the upper back, softening the jaw, lengthening the back of the neck. And then if it feels okay, you can begin to lower and lift the elbows. And with your next inhaling breath, lift the elbows up a little higher, gently arching. And exhale, round. Breathing into the upper back. And with your next inhale, come back to center. We'll unwrap the arms, extending the arms out to the side. Let's make some circles with the wrists. And reverse those circles. Let's bring the hands to the shoulders and make some big windmills with the elbows. And we'll reverse those. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms out in front. Roll the shoulders forward, round the spine, drop the chin. With your inhale, lift the palms up over the head. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. This time as you exhale, leave the palms up and gently drop the chin, softening the elbows, rolling the upper corners of the shoulder blades back toward each other. Breathing into the back of the neck, gently letting go. If it feels okay for your elbows and shoulders, you could press the palms a little higher. With your next inhale, lift the chin. As you exhale, let's twist toward the right and float the hands down. Left hand to the right leg, right hand behind the right hip. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, gently twisting. Head comes around last. Hold and breathe, lifting and twisting with the breath. If it feels okay for your neck, with your next inhaling breath, bring the chin over the left shoulder and let that breath go. Inhale the chin over the right shoulder and let that breath go. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm up by the ear. And as you exhale, reach across the body, dropping the right hip toward the mat, lifting the heart, reaching through the fingertips. And with your next inhale, lift up tall. And exhale back to the center. Let's interlace the fingers. Inhale the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, twist to the left, floating the hands down, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the left hip. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, gently twist through the ribs. Head comes around last. Hold and breathe, lifting and twisting with the breath. If it feels okay for your neck, with your next inhale, turn the chin over the right shoulder and let that breath go. Inhale to the left and let the breath go. Inhale, lifting the left arm up by the ear, and exhale, reach across the body, dropping the left hip toward the mat, lifting the heart, reaching across the sky with the fingertips. And with your next inhale, lift up tall. And as you exhale, come back to the center. Let's extend our legs out in front of us, scooting our feet down toward the end of the mat. Think about having the toes pointing up toward the sky, lengthening through the spine. Actually, why don't we go ahead, if you want to, you can grab a strap and wrap that around the feet. And wrapping the hands around the strap. Lifting the spine tall, shoulders are back and down. Get out, pushing the feet into the strap, lengthening through the spine, reaching the heels away. And then as it feels okay, you could gently begin to pull the torso toward the feet, keeping the spine nice and long, releasing through those hamstrings, gently softening. Keeping the legs active. Letting go a little more if that feels okay. And with your next inhale, we'll lift up tall, releasing the strap. Place the hands behind the hips, bending the knees. Feet about hip width apart, bending the elbows. With your inhale, pressing the hips up into reverse table. Exhale, gently lower and hover if that feels okay. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hold and breathe if that feels okay. Softening the elbows, lengthening through the neck, hips pressing up high. And then gently lowering down. Let's extend those legs out and make some circles with the ankles. And reverse the circles. And let's point one foot and flex the other. And then switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. One more time. And then we'll release. Let's come on to our hands and knees. And Christy, if you want to do this with like standing next to the chair and having your hands on the chair, as on the seat of the chair, or even on the back of the chair as a way to modify, you can do that. So we'll soften the elbows, lengthen the spine. Take a breath in and out. With your next inhaling breath, lift the tailbone, drop the spine, lift the chin. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, drop the chin. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, rounding. Follow your breath. And with your next inhale, come back to table pose. Tucking the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Draw the belly muscles up toward the back. You can stay here working on just engaging those belly muscles, or if it feels okay, reaching the right leg behind you. Flexing the foot, reaching through the heel, engaging the muscles of the leg. Right hip drops down slightly so it's parallel with the left. And you can stay here or extend the left arm out. And float the left hand down, Round the spine, draw the knee in, and then gently lower that right knee. Softening the elbows, lengthening through the spine, belly muscles draw up, and then gently reaching the left leg behind us, flexing the foot, reaching through the heel, dropping that left hip to be parallel with the right. Elbows stay soft, lifting the heart. You can stay here or extend the right arm out. And we'll drop the right arm, ground the spine, bringing the knee in, and lower that knee down. We'll walk the hands out a few inches, tuck the toes under, and press the hips up and back, downward dog. Softening the knees, pressing the hips behind us, rolling the shoulder blades back toward each other, externally rotating the arms. Head drops gently between the arms without pulling the chin toward the chest. Pressing back through the hips, lengthening through the spine. And then as it feels okay, allowing the heels to drop down toward the mat, lengthening the back of the legs. Rooting through the balls of the feet and the palms of the hands. Reaching up and back through the hips. Gently coming down to the knees. We'll come on to the forearms and the belly. And bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And then Christy, if you want to do this standing it with the back of the chair, you can do it just kind of imagining that your belly is on the mat when it's standing against the chair. And with your next inhale, lift the head and chest gently into a cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time hold and breathe, or continue coming up and down, listening to your body. If you'd like to lift your hands, you can do that as well. And exhale, gently lower. You can rest the forehead on the mat. And bringing the arms alongside the body, you could rock the hands underneath the thighs. With your next inhaling breath, press the pelvic bone down and lift the right leg behind you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hold and breathe. And then gently lower. Take a breath in and out. And with your next inhale, pressing the pelvic bone down, lift the left leg behind you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hold and breathe, or continue coming up and down. And with your next exhale, gently lower. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders, pressing the hips back toward the heels, coming either into child's pose or reclined puppy. Finding that position that works best for your body. Having somewhere for your forehead to be supported on the hands or a mat or a block. Arms can stay in front, or if you're in child's pose, they can round, coming alongside the body. Breathing into the spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, shoulders up and back and down. Let's tuck the toes under. We'll press the feet into the floor, bringing them about hip width apart. You can add a block underneath the hands, softening the knees, lengthening through the spine. Pressing the feet into the mat as you lift the hips up high. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms out and up, palms together over the head, and exhale, hands to the heart. Let's work with standing knee to chest as our balance pose today. Oh, pardon me, got stuck on my bracelet. So we'll find our feet about hip width apart, spine tall, shoulders back and down. If you want to use a wall or chair for support, you could have that behind you or beside you. Spread the toes wide and lower them down. Shifting your weight to the left leg, we'll find a focus spot for our gaze. And we'll come up to the big toe of the right foot, engaging the belly muscles. You can work on balance by lifting the toe. If it feels okay, you could lift the knee, interlacing the fingers in front of the knee. You can stay here or bring the knee further into the chest. And if it feels okay, you could either take hold underneath the foot or underneath the thigh, extending that leg out. And if it feels okay, you could also fold over, shifting your vision. Ooh, maybe not today. And then gently lowering down when you're ready. We'll shake out those legs. Bringing both feet back to hip width apart, spine tall, shoulders back and down, belly strong, knees soft. Lift the toes, spread them wide as you lower them down. And shift the weight to the right leg. Finding our focus spot, we'll come up to the big toe of the left foot. Right knee stays slightly bent. Again, you can work on balance by lifting the toes. Or if it feels okay, lifting the knee, interlacing the fingers in front of the knee. Shoulders back and down, belly strong. You could bring the knee into the chest. Or again, take hold under the foot or under the thigh, extending the leg out. And if it feels okay, working on folding over. You could also use the strap here. Demonstrate with that. Extending that out and working on folding over there. But maybe not today. Sometimes our balance is a little trickier than others. So holding as long as feels comfortable and then gently lowering down. So let's have a block on the right side of our mat. We'll spread our legs nice and wide. Then we're going to turn our toes toward that right short end of the mat and drop the left heel back. And then turning the hips to face that short end of the mat. So we'll work with warrior one, my apologies. We're going to inhale the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, gently bend the right knee as much as feels okay. You could keep the hands over the head. You could bring the elbows out to cactus or bring the hands to the heart. Doing what feels right for you today. Sometimes holding in cactus is a nice way to engage those the muscles around the shoulder blades. Sometimes when our arms are up over the head, we'll scrunch up the shoulder muscles up by the ears a little bit more. Rooting into the feet, lifting the heart. If it feels okay, you can add a gentle arch. And with your next inhale, we'll straighten the leg and float the hands down. We'll interlace the hands behind the back, or you can also take hold at the elbows, rolling the shoulders back toward each other, lifting the heart with the inhale. As you exhale, we'll fold over, coming into head to knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lifting it up tall. Exhale once more, folding over. Hold and breathe, lengthening the spine, reaching back through the right hip. If it feels okay, you could press the palms together and lift the arms up over the head. And then gently lowering the hands to the back, we'll release the hands to the mat or onto a block, at whatever angle feels right for you. Shifting the weight to that left hand on the floor or block, you can gently bend the right knee if that feels okay. And we'll twist that right arm up toward the sky, just as far as feels okay. If it feels okay to lengthen the back of that right leg a little more, you can do that. Otherwise, keep it bent. Lengthening through the spine, twisting through the ribs. And then we'll float that right hand down. Shifting the block in front of us, we can shift the weight onto the right knee, lifting that left leg behind us. Hands can be on the block or floor. And if it feels okay and you feel stable enough today, you could release the block, bringing the hands alongside the body, lifting the torso a little more. And then floating the hands back down to the block, floating that left leg down, forward bend, lengthening through the spine, softening through the knees. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up, palms together over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart, and take a breath in and out. I'll work with the other side. So we'll have the block by our left foot, spreading the feet nice and wide, and we're going to turn our hips to face that short end of the mat. So the left foot points toward the short end, right heel drops back. Lifting the heart, shoulders back and down. With your next inhale, sweeping the arms up over the head, and as you exhale, bending the left knee just as far as feels okay. Rooting through the heel of the right foot, pushing actively into both feet. Hands can be over the head, elbows out to cactus, or hands at the heart again, finding what feels right for you. Legs are nice and strong. Lifting through the heart, you can add a gentle arch if that feels okay. And with your next inhale, gently straightening the legs, we'll float the hands down, interlacing the hands behind the back or taking hold at the elbows. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart, take a deep breath in. And as you come to your exhale, hinging at the hips, extending the spine out over the leg. Inhale, lengthen and lift up tall. Exhale, extend over. Hold and breathe, finding a place that feels comfortable for you. Lengthening through the back of the neck, softening through the back of the leg. If it feels okay for your body, you can press the palms of the hands together and lift the arms up over the back. And we'll gently float the hands down to the low back and drop them to the mat. And having a block here under the left hand or right hand, or having that right hand on the mat, whatever feels right for you. Gently bending the left leg. With your next inhale, sweep the left arm up toward the sky, rotating through the ribs. And if it feels okay, lengthening that front leg a little bit more. Making sure we're not locking the knee though. And we'll float that left hand down. Move the block in front of us. Bending that left leg, we'll lift the right leg behind us. Nice long spine, rooting through the left foot, reaching through the right heel. Belly muscles are engaged. Can stay here, or if it feels okay, coming up to fingertips or releasing the block, bringing the hands alongside the body. And bring the hands back to the block. Lower that right leg down, forward fold. Releasing the back of the neck, releasing the back of the leg. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms out and up, palms together over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. And let's come to face the long end of the mat. We'll turn the heels in gently so the toes are pointing toward the front corners. And if you want to go ahead and have your block in the center, you can do that. We'll start with horse pose. So bend the knees so the knees are coming out toward the toes, just as far as feels okay, just like you're sitting down on a horse. Shoulders are back and down. You can stay here, or if it feels okay, you could bring your hands to the heart, or you can bring the palms toward the sky, elbows bent, coming into the goddess pose. Pushing actively into the feet. Again, you can stay here, or you can work on lifting one heel and then the other. Or if it feels okay, lifting both heels. Shoulders are tucked, lifting the heart, rooting through the feet, feeling the goddess energy filling you in whatever way you need in this moment. And lowering the heels, we'll bring the hands to the knees, fingertips pointing in. Dropping that right shoulder down to the center, turning our vision toward the left hand. We'll drop the hips gently. Coming back to the center with the inhale, we'll drop the left hand or left shoulder to the center, vision toward the right hand. And coming back to the center, we'll straighten the legs, lifting up tall. Letting that breath go. Let's inhale the arms up over the head. And oh, actually, I forgot to have us turn our heels. So our heels are pointing, or feet are pointing toward the front of the mat now instead of out to the side. And inhaling up tall. Exhale, swan dive, hips out behind us. Floating the hands down onto the block or floor. Softening the knees, pressing into the feet. Reaching back through the hips. Bringing the left hand onto the under our line of vision onto the block or floor. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm up toward the sky, tucking that right shoulder blade, lengthening through the spine, twisting through the ribs. And as you exhale, float that right hand down. Take a breath in and out as you adjust, having the right hand under your line of vision. Pushing into the feet, and with your next inhale, sweep the left arm up toward the sky. Lengthening through the spine, rotating through the ribs. And with your next exhale, float the hand down. We'll walk the feet closer toward each other, stopping just outside of hip width apart, softening the knees, lowering the hips down, coming into a high malasana squat if you would like, or placing the block behind the heels in the center, lowering the hips down to the block. Can also come all the way to the mat, walking the feet a little further apart. Pressing the elbows or upper arms into the thighs or knees, lengthening through the spine. And then we'll meet on the floor, coming into cross-legged. Actually, let's extend the right leg out. Turning to face that right leg, if you want to grab the strap again, we'll bring the strap underneath the arch of the foot, lengthening through the spine, reaching through the heel. You can stay here, or if it feels okay with your next exhale, gently extend over the leg, hinging at the hips, lengthening and softening. And with your next inhale, lift up tall. Releasing the strap, we'll bring the left hand a few inches away from the left hip, extending the right arm over the leg, working with opening the right side of the body just by bringing that right arm over the ear, or if it feels okay, you can come up onto the knee and hand, reaching across into crescent. And then we'll gently lower down. And we'll switch our legs. So left leg extends out, right leg in toward the groin. Taking hold of the strap, bringing that under the arch of the foot. I just also realized I didn't say this before. If you want to put a blanket under your hips to help the pelvis tilt forward a little more, please add that as well. So lengthening through the spine. Deep breath in, reaching the heel away. And as you exhale, gently fold over just as far as feels okay. Listening to your body. Reaching through the heel, lengthening through the spine. And with your next inhale, lift up tall. We'll release the strap, bringing the right hand a few inches away from the right hip. Left arm extends over the leg. And inhale, bringing that left arm over the left ear, or lifting up onto that right knee and hand into crescent. And with your next inhale, lowering back down. And we'll come back to cross-legged. Sending the spine up tall, shoulders back and down, lengthening through the crown of the head. Take a breath in and out. With your next inhale, lifting the spine up tall. And as you exhale, drop the right ear over the right shoulder. Tucking that right shoulder back and down. Breathe into the left side of the neck. Gently releasing and letting go. And with your next inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, dropping the left ear over the left shoulder, tucking that left shoulder back and down, breathing into the right side of the neck. Gently letting go. And with your next inhaling breath, come back to the center. As you exhale, turn your chin over your right shoulder. Hold and breathe. Shoulders are back and down. Lift the heart. With your next inhale, come back to the center. And as you exhale, turn your chin over your left shoulder. Hold and breathe. Shoulders are back and down. Heart is lifted. And with your next inhale, come back to the center. And let the breath go. Move into practice of alternate nostril breaths. So you can take the right hand, you can take the pointer and middle fingers between the eyebrows, ring finger and thumb on either side of the nose. Or if you'd like to, you can also tuck those two fingers into the palms of the hand and bring the ring and thumb fingers, ring finger and thumb on either side of the nose, whichever feels best for you. Taking a breath in and out. Gently closing the right nostril as you inhale through the left. Switch and exhale through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And that's one full round. Inhale left. Switch and exhale right. Inhale right. Switch and exhale left. Continue following this pattern. Following your body's rhythm. Let's do one more full round. When you reach the end of the exhale on the left side, you can float your hand down and take a couple of full breaths in and out. Let's come to the center of the mat, bending our knees in front of us. If you want to cover back up now, you are welcome to. And then when you're ready, we'll gently round the spine, rolling back onto the mat, shoulders back and down. Either bending the knees, walking the feet to the edges of the mat and resting them together, or extending the legs out. You can have a bolster or blanket underneath the knees if you would like. Also gently covering up a little if you would like as well. We'll tuck the shoulders back and down, arms slightly away from the body, the palms turned up. Feet about hip width apart. Relax your forehead. Soften your eyes. Loosen your jaw. Gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Allowing each inhale to fill you with a sense of peace and calm. Allowing each exhale to release anything that no longer serves you. If you would like to receive Reiki through the rest of the Shavasana, please open yourself to receive it now. Let the breath bring you back to your heart center, reconnecting with the light and joy that always reside deep within your heart. Let each breath fill your heart with loving kindness for yourself. Sending that loving kindness to each and every cell of your body, honoring all of who you are in this moment. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch in whatever way feels comfortable for you. When you're ready, you can gently bend the knees, roll to your side, and rest there for a moment. And then gently return to a seated position. We'll end with a metta blessing of loving kindness. Please feel free to join in. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings have peace. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. May all beings be free. The light in me honors the light in you. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. For our world, for our communities, and for ourselves. Well, thank you all for joining me today, taking some time for yourself.